Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making stuffed cabbage rolls in a Ninja Speedy. Alright, I'm starting out in a large bowl. I have 3 pounds of ground beef. Now this is lean. For stuffed cabbage rolls you want to use lean beef because you don't want too much grease to cook off into your tomato sauce. So this is 93.7. I'm going to start by cracking an egg in here. My hands wiped with paper towel. I'm going to add in a cup of pre-cooked rice. This here is the easiest way to do it. This is minute rice. If not, pre-cook your rice before you put it in. That way there won't be hard in there. Now I'm going to add in some oregano. I'm going to go for about a tablespoon. About a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. I'm using my McCormick's Himalayan pink salt, black pepper, and garlic. If you don't have this, add a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of granulated or garlic powder. I'm going to put in a healthy tablespoon of that. We want this well seasoned. And I'm going to add in some Italian seasoned breadcrumb, about a half a cup. I'm going to get in here and get this all blended together. Right now that I have my ground beef all mixed up, I wanted to show you this. I have a head of cabbage, and yeah, all this cabbage is from one head. It was that big I had to cut it in half to boil it. Normally you would cut the core out and boil it in some salt water until the leaves start falling off and you'd pull them off. But this one was so big, it was about the size of a medicine ball, I had to cut it in half to fit it in a pot. I'm going to move that aside. I'm going to bring my ground beef back over here. And I have a separate pan to lay these on as I roll them. Alright, now I'm going to start by getting my better looking leaves. You want to cut this stem off the bottom, because this is hard to eat and it will make it easier for rolling them. Now I'm going to take some ground beef, put it in there, and let me see if you can see this. You want to fold the sides over and roll it up like such. Now I'm going to go ahead and make all my stuffed cabbages, put them here on a cookie sheet lined with foil, and once I get them all rolled up we'll move on to the next step. Alright, now I have my stuffed cabbage all rolled up, and they're nice sized cabbages. In my ground beef bowl I'm going to mix the sauce. Now I diced up onion, I forgot to put it in the stuffed cabbage, so I'm just going to put some in the sauce. That's a bummer, but that McCormick seasoning has onion powder in it, so that'll help out. Alright, now I have a can of crushed tomato. This here is 28 ounces. I'm going to add that in the bowl. And I have a can of tomato juice. I'm not going to use all of it. I'm going to add probably about 2 or 3 cups in. Let me give that a stir and see how it looks. That's looking good there. We don't want it too soupy. Now I'm going to add some seasoning to this. I'm going to add a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and about a teaspoon of my McCormick seasoning. And I'm going to stir that around. Alright, now in my Ninja Speedy, I'm going to start by dumping a little bit of sauce. Just a little bit to coat the bottom of the pan. Let me grab a wooden spoon. Spread that around. Now I'm going to take some of my undesirable cabbage leaves. I'm just going to pull the stem off here. And you want to line the bottom of the Speedy. This is going to keep your cabbage rolls from burning. Plus this is good eating afterwards. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and get my cabbage rolls in there. Right now that I have the rest of my cabbage rolls in there and I put the rest of the sauce in, I'm going to take a piece of tin foil, fold it in half. I'm going to fold the stuff that's down in there. This is going to do 2 things. It's going to help steam those cabbage rolls, and it's going to keep it from making a mess of that heating element up above. And I'm going to close my lid down. Alright, now I put my switch up top to rapid cook. I'm going to turn this on, and we're going to go down to steam and bake. Now it's set at 325. I'm going to turn that up to 350, and I'm going to set my time for 30 minutes. And I'll keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't burn. Alright, my stuffed cabbage is done. It's bubbling hot. It's a good thing I put that foil on. You can see how some of the cabbage browned up a little too brown. But it did keep the mess down really low, or it would have been all over that heating element. This is ready to go, guys. Let's go ahead and fix up a plate and see what we got. I went ahead and garnished this with a little parsley. Let me get in here and try this. These things are hot. These babies. Now, because that head of cabbage was so big, I put extra cabbage on the roll, so I'm just going to get down in here. I'll try a piece of that cabbage in. Little sauce. Ground beef, well seasoned. It's really delicious. Try a piece of cabbage here. Cabbage was tender, picked up that good flavor from the beef and from the sauce. Guys, that's really delicious. Stuffed cabbage rolls in the Ninja Speedy. Thanks for watching and supporting, and remember, love what you eat, what you love.